Lights are back up and welcome into Hallenbeck Hall here at St. Cloud State University. It's time for NSIC play for the Huskies as they come home to take on the Augustana Vikings right here on Friday night from St. Cloud State. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Jake Bedell here with you for all of tonight's action. And after the women's Husky soccer game wraps up, they are currently in overtime tied at 2 apiece. Ricky Clavercamp will join me right here in the broadcast booth with some color commentary to wrap up the broadcast tandem for tonight's match. Let's go over your starters this evening for Augustana. It's Peyton Rosendahl, Maddie Getter, Jolie Stecker, Avery Thorson, Grace Haberland, and Callie Hohenhaus. The libero for the Vikings is Erica Butte. And we are underway now, dug out on the back court there by Getter and thrown into the far side corner as it's an early point for Augustana, and the Vikings lead 1-0. Picked up by the Huskies up the gut here for Torvian, put down on the far side for Earn, but it's kept alive instead, now off of Butte. To the near side, the shot put down by Thorson, picked up instead by the Huskies, dumped over by Maddie Torvey, and now it's Butte. Up the gut there for Stecker, but she's stuffed up front, and it looks like it will be Augustana point. So 2-0 Vikings early in set one. Off the hand of Thorson, dug out by Groneweg. Now Torvey up the gut, here comes Kenzie Foley, and she'll send that one just outside the far side corner, as they will rule it out of bounds and Augustana point. So 3-0 Augustana early in this one. So it's Thorson off of Foley. And now Torvey. Here comes Foley, that's blocked out in front, but it's kept alive by the Vikings. And now Butte to the near side for Getter, picked up instead by Groneweg, and now it's Torvey for Naughton, and that one's down off of Butte and out. Put St. Cloud on the board, it's 3-1. Naughton stepping out, Phoebe Rossi coming in, the rest of your Huskies staff, Rossi, Foley, Earn, Rachel, Maddie Torvey, and Abigail Groneweg. Groneweg up and over the net, picked up at the back court by Butte, and now it's fired long, that will be Husky point. So it's 3-2 now here in set one. Groneweg, chip shot picked up at the back court, and now for Thorson, up the far side for Getter, and it's off a Husky and out, so it will be a point for the Vikings. And the 2-point lead is secured for Augustana. Subs coming in, tagging out Grace Haberland, tagging in Katie Ryman. So Getter, the junior outside hitter, distributes this one, picked up by Lindsay Rachel, and now Maddie Torvey. For Earn on the far side, she's blocked out in front. Stacker up the middle, combining for the block, and it's 5-3. 5-2, pardon me. Getter into the net, down, kept up by Rossi. Now Torvian kept alive, a great play by the Huskies, and so it's the Vikings. Thorson down off Rachel, kept alive by Groneweg, and now Foley will chip it over. Picked up now on the near side, looked like Rosendahl had it. Now dumped over the net, kept alive instead by Torvey. Rossi's gonna set it up. Here comes Foley at the back court, kept alive by Butte. Now to the near side, off of Rachel, it will fall out. The shot coming from Katie Ryman as she'll pick up her first K on the evening. And so it's 6-2 Vikings. Hard fought volley there between two clubs as we open up NSIC play here from Hallenbeck Hall. Getter distributes off of Foley. Rachel's gonna set the table, and now Foley skies it, but Getter was there for it. Now it's Thorson to the near side, and it's put down, the cross corner kill by Peyton Rosendahl. Leads her club in Ks coming into this one, 83 she'll bring into the match tonight, as the Vikings have opened up a 5-point lead in set one. Getter off of Foley, Torvey, Rossi puts it down, bang! Commanding shot straight to the hardwood by Phoebe Rossi. So Bella Earn stepping out, Rachel Houle stepping in. And so it's Houle. Dug out rather awkwardly by Getter. Now here comes the shot by Rosendahl, blocked off of a Husky and out of play. And the 8th point on the board for the Vikings as they get the ball right back. Huskies have lost 3 straight dating back to Central Washington on the West Coast in non-conference play. Rossi goes for the dump off speed, kept alive by the Vikings. Now to the far side for Ryman, kept alive instead by St. Cloud State. Here's Rossi off Torvey, kept alive by Rosendahl. And now it's Thorson. Getter steps into it and it's long. Put it on the board, a Husky point. So it's 8-4 now. So Kenzie Foley. Dump shot played off and down by Rossi. A great play as she almost dug one over the net. Instead, it's kept alive by Ryman off of Groeneweg and straight down to the court. So Katie Ryman tagging in and making a difference. As it's 9-4 now. So it's Kelsey Ruff tagging in. Chips up, kept alive by Foley. Now Torvey, here comes Rachel on the near side. She'll go off speed, kept alive by Butte. Now Thorson over the net, kept alive by Groeneweg. An incredible play. And now it's Houle for Rachel. Backcourt now chipped off the hands of Ruff. And now it's off of Ryman, kept alive by Foley. Here's Torvey to the near side for Rachel. Put down the stuff block out in front. Avery Thorson got a hand on that as the Vikings will put up double digits. It's 10-4. Scratch that. It's 9-5. So Kobe Dills off of Ruff. Now Thorson up the gut for Getter. Off speed. Blocked by Naughton. A heady play to be there for it. And now it's Torvey coming to the near side for Rachel off speed. Butte was able to dig it out. And now it's Thorson. She'll go across for Ryman. And that's down off of Foley. That will be 10. So the 5-point lead restored for the Vikings. Coming out, Katie Ryman stepping in. Grace Haberland for the Vikings. For the Huskies, Phoebe Rossi stepping out. Naughton coming in. Rachel. Now Torvey, near side for Rachel. That one's down off Butte. Tool the block off of Erica Butte. So it's 10-6, St. Cloud closing in. Torvey. Kept alive at the backcourt by Ruff. Now here comes Grace Haberland, but she'll scratch that. It was Callie Hohenhaus tagging in. She skied that one long in the cross court. So it's Husky point, 10-7. Torvey's over the net. Haberland, near side for Getter, blocked down by Naughton and Earn. And it'll be Husky point, so a 2-point set here in set 1. Scoreboard reads 10-8. Huskies trail by a pair. Torvey. Picked up by the Vikings. Now Groeneweg. Torvey. Naughton puts that one down off the hand of Kelsey Ruff. So Naughton makes it a 1-point set. Torvey. Getter deflected it awkwardly. Give Torvey the ace. We're tied at 10. Timeout called by Jennifer Jacobs for her Viking squad as the Huskies have stormed right back to tie us up at 10-all. We'll take a look at two teams coming into this matchup, and it's a little bit of a different script for each club. For the Vikings, they dropped their first 2 games of the season at the Tampa Volleyball Classic. They lost to Northwest Missouri State and Tampa, but they turned things around and took down Ashland 3-1 and took down Illinois Springfield to leave Tampa 2-2. And then they took participation in the Northern State Volleyball Classic. They took down Moorhead 3-1. They took down New Mexico Highlands 3-0. They took down South Dakota Mines 3-1 before taking on Northern State. They dropped that contest by the way of a sweep. They come into tonight with a tied record with the Huskies. They're both 5-3. Augustana sits at number 7 in the NSIC. Looking at St. Cloud State, however, a little bit of a different script. They went up to the Keweenaw tournament in Michigan. They swept Parkside. They swept Northern Michigan. They took down Michigan Tech in a Friday night marquee matchup that went to set 5. And then they swept Lake Superior State. And then they flew out to Seattle. They took down Western Oregon University in a 3-1 match win, but then it would be 3 consecutive losses, all by the way of the sweep. Central Washington, their first ranked opponent in Simon Fraser, and Seattle Pacific, the host school, as they look to break the losing streak here. And we're back underway out of the timeout. Getter for Thorson, comes to the near side for Hohenhausen. It's taken down off Naughton, but it will be Vikings point. So right out of the timeout, Jennifer Jacobs' squad gets the lead back. And now it's Butte. Off of Foley, up the gut for Torvey. She'll come to the near side for Rachel, and the pass is blocked out in front by Avery Thorson, as she read that play all the way and got right in front of Rachel's shot. So it's 12-10 Augustana. Butte off of Groeneweg. Torvey's going to set up Rachel up the middle, and that one's down off Butte, no doubt about it. The crowd at Hallenbeck loving the commanding shot from Lindsay Rachel. It's a 1-point set. Rachel, tooled off Getter, and now the block out in front. The shot coming from Stecker, and Foley was there, and now it's Rachel for Torvey. The far side for Earn, that one's down, Bella Earn. Tagging in with her first kill of the match, and it's 12-all. Thorson, Getter, Groeneweg kept it alive. Calling for it is Torvey. Come to the near side for Lindsay Rachel. She'll play it over the net, all she can do. Kept alive by the Vikings. Now Thorson up the gut, kept alive by Stecker and deflected out of play off the hand of Groeneweg. So the Vikings regain the lead once more at 13-12. Serve comes in, Foley's got it. Now Torvey for Naughton right up the gut. Butte kept it alive, and now it's Thorson to the near side. And the block out in front by Foley got down. Huskies will have time to play it. So Torvey, Naughton goes off speed, kept alive by Rosenthal. And now it's Getter straight down. Did she get the net? Yes, indeed. So it's 13 apiece. Naughton coming out, Phoebe Rossi coming in for the Huskies. As they'll get the ball back, and Groeneweg to the backcourt to tee this one up for St. Cloud State. So it's Groeneweg. Getter, Thorson, back to Getter. Kept alive by Torvey, a great dig there by Maddie, and so it's kept alive now by Earn off of Butte. Digging for it was Rosendahl, and the Huskies put it down. Phoebe Rossi doing what she does best, and the Huskies have their first lead of the set. Student section here loving things at Hallenbeck Hall with the Huskies up by a point. Groeneweg. Loose shot there as it's tossed back down by Rossi, and she's got back-to-back. So it's 12 in red making the difference for a 2-point lead for St. Cloud State. So it's Groeneweg. Libero to Libero, Butte's got it. Thorson's gonna come to the near side, set up Getter. Did it stay in? Indeed it did. So it's Maddie Getter finishing off the point for Augustana. She picks up her second kill of the afternoon. And it's 14-15. Getter kept up by Foley. Torvey's gonna set the table. Here comes Kenzie. It's down, is it in? It was not, just missed the line on that play as it's 15-all. About as close as it could have been for Kenzie Foley, did not go her way. So out comes Earn, in comes Hool on that right side. And so it's Getter off of Groeneweg. Rachel's gonna set the table for Kenzie Foley. That one's off of Butte and kept alive. Now it's Thorson for Butte once more, kept alive up the middle by Rachel. She'll pass to Torvey, and now here comes Rossi, fakes, but it's off of Rachel, or pardon me, Foley, and Thorson dumps it over. Kept alive by St. Cloud. Here's Torvey, here comes Kenzie. Foley punches that one over the net, kept alive by Rosendahl, and now it's Thorson, we're still underway. Getter dumps it over, Rachel's there for it. Torvey calls for it, and here comes Rossi. It's off of Butte and kept alive inexplicably. Here's Rosendahl, off of a Husky, and down. Peyton Rosendahl, chalk it up. That's her fourth kill of the match. She leads her team, and it's 16-15 Vikings back up top. So the service error will tie things up for St. Cloud State. 16-16. So here we are in a tied first set. Rachel Houle chips that one over the net. Butte had to dig awkwardly for it. Thorson sets up Getter, and no one could get there as it was Torvey and Rachel diving for it. And just like that, the Vikings have found yet another 1-point lead. Jolie Stecker, back line. Overhand serve, steps into it. Rachel was barely there for it. Groneweg's got it. Now here comes Kenzie Foley. Sends that one into the net. It's out off the block out in front. So they're going to call it a Husky point. So it's 17 all, back and forth action here between Augustana and St. Cloud State. Game one in conference play for the Huskies. Foley off of Rosendahl. Now here comes Rosendahl off Thorson, kept alive by Houle. And now it's Torvey, chips it back up the middle. Now to the back line for Foley, and that one's down. Kenzie Foley. She'll pick up her second kill of the afternoon. So 17-18, St. Cloud in front. Foley off of Rosendahl. And now it's Thorson to set the table, and the awkward shot over the net kept alive by the Huskies. As Torvey's going to go to Rossi, kept alive by Butte. Now Thorson, here comes Rosendahl on the near side, kept alive by Foley, a phenomenal dig. And now it's Torvey for Rachel, off speed, kept alive by the Vikings. Here's Thorson, up the gut, and that one's down off the hand of Kelsey Ruff. So it's 18-18. Ruff warms up ball. Sends it over. Lindsay Rachel's there to receive. Now Torvey, Rossi, kept alive by Ruff. Can they get there? Yes, indeed. It's Thorson. And now it's Getter to chip that over the net. Torvey's got it. And now Groneweg sets the table. Here comes Foley, or Rachel, scratch that. As it's Ruff keeps it alive. Thorson stuffed by Rossi. Comes down Husky side. Rossi's got it. Now Torvey dumps it over two-handed. Getter's there to keep it alive. And now it's Thorson near side for Kaylee Ryman. And it's Viking point. So 19-18, no quarter given here from Hallenbeck Hall. So it's Ruff, kept alive by Lindsay Rachel. And now Phoebe Rossi as that's tooled down, and it's Husky point. So it's 19-19. In comes Allison Naughton. And Kobe Dills. Dills distributes, and that's an ace for Kobe Dills. Put 20 on the board for St. Cloud State. Second ace of the match for the Huskies. And Dills will try and do it again. Almost did. They're kept alive by Butte. Now Thorson out of the far side for Ryman. And that's a hot shot right through the hands of Chad Bregelman. As it's 20 all. Point for point action here on opening, no, the home opener rather, from Hallenbeck Hall. NSIC action this weekend, Augustana tonight. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. it's Wayne State, 5th ranked in the AVCA. There's a point for St. Cloud State, and it's 21-20. So it's Maddie Torvey. Kept alive by Getter. Thorson up the middle. She's going to go back to Getter. Foley's going to dig it out. Torvey, Naughton, off of Butte. A great play. Here's Thorson up the middle. Haberlin scores it long. So it's a 2-point lead for St. Cloud State. Torvey trying to make it 3. Off of Butte, Thorson up the middle, comes to the near side for Hohenhaus, and it's off of a Husky and down. So it's 22-21. Serves up long, and that's going to be the 23rd point for St. Cloud State. The service error by Erica Butte. So Lindsay Rachel leads the team in aces. She's got 8, won't have 9. Getter takes a hard shot off Rachel. Torvey's there for it. Here comes Foley. Yes, sir! Kenzie Foley. It's set point for St. Cloud State. And a timeout called by Jennifer Jacobs for Augustana. Kenzie Foley rips her second kill of the match. Held off the kill board at Seattle Pacific last weekend on the West Coast. And now she's got 10, and both have looked as commanding as ever. Up to 83 so far on the season. That's second best on the Huskies. Lindsay Rachel, of course, out in front. She's now up to 92, this set included. 48 seconds left. And the Huskies have not seen 24 on the board with a chance to clinch the set, in 9 consecutive sets. The last time they found themselves in this position was against Western Oregon. And that was back on the 10th of September. So the Huskies step back out to the court. Naughton, Earn, Foley up front, Groneweg, Torvey, and Lindsay Rachel out back. Rachel gets the ball, and it's set point for St. Cloud State. Fans on their feet here at Hallenbeck Hall. Lindsay Rachel called for. Getter's got it. Now Thorson. Getter on the far side. Skies that long. They're going to say it was in. Deflected off of a Husky. So what seemed like it may have been is no more. And it's 24-22. Avery Thorson. Overhand shot off of Groneweg. Here's Torvey. Here comes Rachel. And that's down! Huskies lead the match, 1-0. 25-22 your final. And a much needed set victory early on in the night for Chad Bregelman and the Huskies. Four kills for Lindsay Rachel in set 1. Scratch that. 3 for Rachel, 4 for Kenzie Foley. Phoebe Rossi chipped in 3. Allison Naughton chipped in 3. The offense coming from everywhere for St. Cloud State, and that's exactly what the Huskies needed here in set 1 to take the early match lead. Augustana all-time against SCSU, 48-22. 19 of the last 21 matches have been won by Augustana, dating back to the 16th of September in 2000. The Vikings in that stretch, 9-2 in this building here at Hallenbeck Hall. But for the moment, Huskies up front by a set score of 1-0. Still, we'll step aside for the next 2. We'll come back for set 2 here from Hallenbeck Hall on the NSIC Network.
And that'll do it. Huskies win the first ever North Star Cup.
KVSC is looking for new volunteers in our sports department. If you love sports and want an opportunity to get closer to your favorite teams, the KVSC sports department is the place for you.
Kosla back up to Proud. Big slap shot, scores! Goal number 2 for Ethan Proud.
By joining the KVSC sports department, you will not only receive a great addition to your resume, but you will meet the future of the industry and gain on-the-job experience in broadcasting.
I think he has taken over not necessarily a leadership role, but the role as the focal point on the team, and I think the team does know that.
For more information on how to join KVSC, you can call us at 320-308-3066 or visit our website, kvsc.org.
Gets the ball on the advance, has an open 3 for the record. Boom, baby! Lexi Peterman has 41.
The KVSC Sports Department. Get in the game.
Vikings are back out to the court. Welcome into Hallenbeck Hall here in the NSIC network as the Huskies have just taken set one by a score of 25-22. They lead the match 1-0 over the Augustana Vikings. Each team coming in 5-3. The Vikings lost their last game to Northern State. The Huskies lost their last match to Seattle Pacific. As both teams looking to snap the skid, the Huskies, though, skidded past their last three. 5-0 to start the season, a 3-game skid, all sweeps, and now they find themselves here opening up NSIC play. So for set two, Chad Bregelman will trot out Bella Earn, Maddie Torvey, Allison Naughton, Lindsay Rachel, Kenzie Foley, and Abigail Groneweg. Vikings will start with the ball. So it's Avery Thorson. Offers up, set two is underway, off of Rachel. Torvey's gonna pass out to Bella Earn, it's off the defense and down. It's a point for St. Cloud State and an early 1-0 lead. So Abigail Groneweg. Slap shot picked up by Haberland. And now it's Rosendahl playing the other side, skies that one long. So it's a 2-0 lead for St. Cloud State. Groneweg once more. Steps into the overhand serve. Rosendahl, the awkward two-handed deflection. Thorson goes back to her, and the off-speed dump is successful. Down to the hardwood for Peyton Rosendahl. And she'll put the Vikings on the board, 2-1. Maddie Getter to the backcourt. Haberlin tagging out, Kate Ryman tagging in as that service error is long and a Husky point, so 3-1 St. Cloud State early on in set two, and with that point, Rachel Houle stepping in, Bella Earn stepping out. And Houle will take the server spot. Over the net, dug out by Erica Butte, and now Thorson up the middle, thrown down by Stecker, kept alive. Rossi tried to finish it, and Torvey's there. Now Rachel's gonna set up Foley, and that's down! Make it 5 for Kenzie Foley. It's 4-1 St. Cloud State. So Houle, two-handed deflection off Ryman to the near side for Rosendahl, and that one's long. The Huskies are opening this one up. 5-1 here in set two. So Rachel Houle. Erica Butte's there for it. Now Thorson up the gut. Here comes Rosendahl, stuffed out in front by Foley, and it's still alive. And now it's Rossi, off speed, kept alive by Butte. So Thorson dumps it. Rachel's there off the net. Torvey's there for it. Here comes Rossi, and it's down but out. So it's a Viking point on the phenomenal effort by St. Cloud State. And it's 5-2. Erica Butte coming out for the Vikings, coming in. Up the front. It's Hohenhaus, and she tags right in with a block assist. Steps up in front of the shot right at the net mouth and puts a ball down to the hardwood. It's 5-3. Into the net, service error there by Jolie Stecker. So it's 3-6, and the Huskies turn the ball over. Picked up by Butte. Thorson stuffed out in front. Hohenhaus was there. So they'll award the point to the Vikings. And it's 6-4. With Rosendahl tagging out for Augustana. Kelsey Ruff tagging in. She'll offer up. So Ruff up underway. Kenzie Foley is there. Now Maddie Torvey. Here comes Lindsay Rachel off of Butte and down. Lindsay Rachel picks up her 4th kill on 10 swings. So it's 7-4 St. Cloud State in set 2. Kobe Dills. Deep shot kept alive, and Thorson the off-speed dump, no doubt about it. She was staring at Kelsey Ruff, the server, as she dumped that one behind her and over the net, straight down to the hardwood for the Viking point. So it's 7-5, tight 2-point set here in set 2. As the first was all the same. Grace Haberland off of Groneweg. Torvey calls for it. Here comes Lindsay Rachel off of Butte and kept alive. Thorson up the gut, far side for Getter. Down, but she touched the net, so it's Husky point. The aggressive attack wound up costing Augustana, so it's a 3-point lead for St. Cloud State. Out comes Rachel Houle, in comes Bella Earn for your Huskies. Torvey to the backcourt. So it's Getter. Thorson, now Hohenhaus, off-speed chip, kept alive by Groneweg. Now it's Torvey. Far side for Earn, kept alive by Thorson. She'll dump that into the far corner, no doubt about it, as she went cross-court. Closest Husky was several feet away. So it's 8-5. Off of Foley. Torvey calls for it, sets the table for Rachel, and that's down, and it's out. So it's a Viking point as Augustana's within 1. 8-7 your score, and sitting down next to me off of the women's soccer game, it's Ricky Clavercamp.
Jake, that game went on forever. Turn me up all the way, remember. This is the quiet mic.
Apparently went forever. Now Lindsay Rachel, that's down, kept alive, an incredible dig. I believe that was Thorson at the backcourt. Now Torvey goes for Earn, the dump out in front, blocked and kept alive. Now Naughton fires that one, and it's kept alive by Thorson. Over the net by Getter. Now it's Foley for Torvey. Here comes Rachel. Yes, sir!
Oh, boy!
Lindsay Rachel!
How do you do, ma'am? Back corner.
What a volley by both teams. Ricky, how'd the women do?
The women tied.
Tied?
Yeah, all the way up, remember, Jake.
All the way up.
All the way up.
Nice
yeah,
dig
the
there.
Tied.
Thorson, Getter stuffed out in front, but it went off of a Husky and down.
Yeah, Huskies fought to a draw against you Mary Marauders by a score of 2-2.
Not a bad start in NSIC play.
No, not a bad start at all.
Take anything but a loss, I'd say. Serve off of Groneweg. Torvey's got to play it back into friendly territory to get it over the net. Now it's Lindsay Rachel off of Butte. Thorson, Getter, blocked out in front, scratch that, it was Stecker. And now it's Butte again, now it's Getter. And that's down, but kept alive and out. Rachel tried to dig it up, couldn't get there.
Good attempt, getting her hand down there, trying to knock the ball back up, and it just went out.
Well, Ricky, you've missed a lot of action. Let's
Yes.
catch you up here
Yeah.
as everyone else has been watching this. So Huskies came into this one. They had lost 3 matches, and all by the way of the sweep. Hadn't won a set since Washington State, and they came in and played a tooth-and-nail set with Augustana. The score at times was a 5-point Augustana lead, 10-5, and the Huskies battled back to take set 1, their first set win in quite some time, as now they look to continue their lead in set 2 and make some noise in the NSIC. Getter kept alive by Rachel, and now Torvey. Here comes Kenzie Foley, and it's down, stuffed out in front by Stecker, and it's a successful block. So the 10th point on the board for the Vikings.
Good block there by Augustana, just knocking that ball right back down, getting up there, and yeah, it sounds like excitement. I'm looking over here. This can't be right. Set 1?
No, it is set 2, in fact.
Set 2, yeah. So, yeah, we have a TV. This is fancy. You guys have the fancy stuff here.
We have all the fixins. Down here at the scorer's table from Hallenbeck Hall, NSIC Network, Jake Bedell, Ricky Clavercamp just joining in on the broadcast. 10-9 Huskies lead, or Vikings lead, pardon me, set 2. In the last play there, the block out in front by Jolie Stecker. She brings 25 blocks into this set. That's second best on the team. Callie Hohenhaus out in front with 38 coming into tonight's match. And NSIC play. Ricky, I mentioned before you showed up here that, you know, the Huskies need to take an early lead in this one, not just to get out of their own heads, I think, after being swept 3 times, but also because the all-time record in this matchup does not favor St. Cloud State. Let me give you a stat here. 19 of the last 21 matches have been won by Augustana. That dates back to September 16th of 2000.
Oh, goodness.
Vikings are not in that stretch. The Vikings are 9-2 in this building.
Yeah, the Vikings are looking good then. If
Well, they have been.
But right now, 1-0 lead for St. Cloud State. You know, that's something you want to see, especially after what you said. They hadn't won a set since Washington.
And, you know, I spoke with Chad Bregelman this morning about that tough stretch of play in Washington State, and one of the things he said was, you know, we took a lot of service aces against us in late in the game. We had some attack errors late in the game, some reception errors late in the game, and, you know, his comment was that the 23rd, 24th, 25th point, yes, those are important points, but what's more important are the early points, taking the early lead and closing games out as Kenzie Foley rips another one off the Augustana defense. She's up to 6 kills so far on the match, and it's 10-10 St. Cloud State.
Great kill there, going straight for that back corner off the libero.
And so it's Thorson. Get her. Great dig by Torvey to keep it alive. An inexplicable play. And now Rachel. And now Groneweg. And the point's still alive. Backcourt there. And now it's Forgetter. And the stuff in front by Earn. Huskies up top. 11-10.
Bella Earn getting up there, making the great stuff. Shoving that one right back from whence it came. 11-10.
So it's Abigail Groneweg. Picked up by Haberland. Here comes Getter, pardon me. And now it's Lindsay Rachel. Bella Earn, and that's off of Butte, and kept alive inexplicably, but out. Grace Haberland tried to make the play. Avery Thorson couldn't chase it down. It's the Huskies by 2.
And then a timeout called. I believe that was by Chad Bregelman. Making the timeout there, and good job by the Huskies coming off the timeout immediately and fighting back to take the lead right back. 3 straight points for the Huskies.
Tough stretch of play coming up here for St. Cloud State of Augustana right now, of course. Tomorrow afternoon, Wayne State right here. They are ranked 5th in the AVCA currently.
Goodness.
So a nice matchup, I think, against a high-ranked opponent for St. Cloud State tomorrow afternoon before they go on the road and play Bemidji State. Now, Bemidji, as we currently stand, still searching for their first win, 0-8 to start their season off in non-conference play. And then it's Southwest Minnesota State. They are ranked number 1 they're number 1 in the NSIC right now. They're 8-0. They're ranked number 8 in the AVCA. And then you've got University of Sioux Falls to wrap up the next week of play. Sioux Falls 5-3. They sit at 10 in the NSIC standings. Now, of course, NSIC standings all in quotations because no one's played a conference game yet.
Yeah, no.
So all of those are based on the non-conference matchups.
All of NSIC seemed to be starting up today. You had college soccer starting up today with St. Cloud State and Mary. You have volleyball starting up. All NSIC finally getting going.
If I checked the schedule correctly, though, all 16 NSIC teams in volleyball are in action this evening. Could be a nice thing to keep track of as Abigail Groneweg gets us back underway out of the timeout. Thorson for Stecker, and that one goes long. So the attack error by Jolie Stecker. It's the 13th point on the board for St. Cloud State. Set 2, Huskies took set 1, 25-22, and now it's Groneweg. Overhand shot, deep into the corner, and now it's Thorson. Forgetter, stuffed out in front by Bella Earn. Phenomenal play.
Bella Earn again, coming up big with the block. On that far side corner there by the net. She's done well since I've shown up.
So it's Groneweg. Two-handed block there by Getter. Now Thorson, Getter up the gut off of Lindsay Rachel as she took that one what looked like off the dome.
Yeah, she'll wear that one.
So it's 14-11.
Baseball colloquialism.
Nice to see her get out of the way of it, at least to take it off the side and not
take it off the cheek instead of taking it off the nose.
Taking it off the teeth. And so it's Getter getting us underway. Here's Rachel. Torvey, near side for Foley, and that's down!
With authority.
7 kills on 15 swings for Kenzie Foley.
With absolute authority, straight to the back line.
So it's Rachel Houle. Kept alive by Ryman. And now Ryman tries it out in front. Torvey gets the block combined with Rossi. And it's the Huskies by 5 in set 2.
Good block there by Torvey.
So it's Rachel Houle. Getter, and now Thorson. Butte's going to call for it. All she can do is dump it over the net. Groneweg's there. Torvey's going to set the table. Rossi pushes it over, and it's kept alive. Now Thorson, and now up the gut for Stecker, kept alive by Rossi. Rachel digs it out. Foley's got it, and that one goes long just outside.
It almost looked like a double touch there on Phoebe Rossi. It looked like she had blocked it, and then she kind of tapped it back up to herself.
So the freshman middle hitter, Jolie Stecker, in her first collegiate season, serves it up. Torvey's going to set up Kenzie Foley, and it's down off of Stecker and out. Kenzie Foley keeping up that dominance, and it's the Huskies by 5.
Keeping that 5-point lead is very important right now.
Foley, Butte, Thorson up the middle, sets it up for Rosendahl, and it's put down off the block. Phoebe Rossi. 12-18 your score. St. Cloud State out in front.
Yeah, if I remember right, watching when you guys were out in Washington, they had trouble closing out a lot of those sets, and that kind of led to their trouble. Right now, you want to get as big as a lead as you can. That way, if you do have trouble, you have a lot of time to make sure that you can close it out.
Large leads indeed, my friend, as it is red out night here from Hallenbeck Hall. Timeout taken, I have to imagine, by Jennifer Jacobs and the Vikings.
Yeah, timeout Augustana here. You know, on Radio X at the soccer game, I said Augies. It's not Augsburg.
It's not Augsburg.
It's Augustana.
It's Augustana and the Vikings. Jennifer Jacobs in her 5th season with Augustana, 58-40 with her club, 31-29 in conference play.
So what you're telling me is she's good.
She's good. Although the program, a 7th place finish in 2019, they lost in the NSIC quarterfinal to, can you guess?
St. Cloud State?
Precisely.
Wow.
2018, 10-18 overall, 5-15 in the conference. They were 13th place, 6th place back in 2017. So a little bit of a bobble in the standings there the last couple of years as they continue to progress and get slightly better. Of course, no one played an actual season last year, so since 2019, this is the first official season back. And so it's Butte. Foley served it up, and now it's Ryman, kept alive by Groneweg. Rossi puts it off Butte, kept alive by Kelsey Ruff. And so it's Torvey. Here comes Lindsay Rachel, blocked out in front, kept alive by Ryman. Butte's got it. Now Ryman on the far side. Off-speed chip. Rachel was there, and now it's Ryman again. Thorson. Here comes Rosendahl. Kept alive by Kenzie Foley, and now Torvey up the gut, sets up Rossi, and that's down! An excellent play, and Phoebe Rossi makes it 7.
A lot of excellent plays there just to keep that ball alive, keep that ball in the air, and then finally get it on over to Rossi, who puts it down in the back corner.
Foley puts that one into the net. So the service error by the Huskies will turn the ball over. 19-13 the score now. And now naturally a different story with the Huskies up by 6, but that was a part of the tough part of the game, I think, in Washington, was the Huskies would achieve a big point, and then it would be an attack error, a reception error, or something of the like that would turn the ball over right away and take the momentum right out of their feet as Lindsay Rachel, another commanding kill for the 20th point on the board.
Yeah, Huskies want to finish this game as quickly as possible. Wipe what might very well be the stench of Washington off of you.
Hohenhaus able to block it. Foley's got to chop it over the net. She can do it. Ryman now for Thorson, goes back to Ryman, and that's blocked out in front by Naughton, and we're still alive. Ryman once more, blocked out in front again, and it's Husky point, 21-13.
I think that one just went straight off the net, Jake. She plowed that one straight down. And that's getting close to a 10-point lead for the Huskies.
So the Huskies within 4, 2-2. That was Dills to Butte. Hool slapped that one. Foley's got it, and a nice save by Foley to keep the point alive, and now it's Torvey. Up the gut, Thorson. Ryman on the far side, and no doubt about it, as Kate Ryman finishes one off.
Nothing you can do there if you're Dills.
Nothing.
Can't exactly save that one.
Not at all. Ryman's 6th of the match. So now it's Grace Haberland, picked up by Groneweg. Torvey's going to set the table. Here's Lindsay Rachel, stuffed out in front. Avery Thorson with another block. And so it's 21-15 with a couple of points put together by the Vikings.
Yeah, looking at it, Thorson's had a pretty decent night as well. 3 kills.
Rachel off of Butte. Thorson's going to set up Getter on the far side, picked up by Kenzie Foley. Same side for Torvey. Now Naughton puts that one down off of Viking and out, so it's Husky point. And
Yeah.
St. Cloud State's within 3.
Beautiful kill there. Send it straight into one of their players. Can't do anything about it. Can't get out of the way. Don't want to get out of the way. 22-15.
So it's Torvey, Butte, and now Thorson. Getter skies that one long, no doubt about it. And so it's 15-23 on the attack error by Maddie Getter.
Yeah, could have sent that one into just about orbit there. That was really far.
So the 5th-year senior, Maddie Torvey, sets it up. Thorson's there. Now Getter off speed, picked up by Naughton. Torvey calls for it. Far side for Earn. That one's down. Bang, bang.
Beautiful.
Set point once again.
Beautiful play. Beautiful set back to Earn. Just slamming it home on the far side once again. Everybody's going one way, you go another.
Husky fans on their feet. Torvey almost aced it to finish it off, but now it's Getter. And that one's down into the hands of Chad Bregelman, so the Vikings will stay alive on set point. As it's 24-16.
Got a full student section over to our right. I love to see that.
All on their feet. Set point again with the Huskies can take a 2-set lead. Rachel puts it down and out. Give it to Lindsay Rachel. Huskies up 2-0 in the match.
Beautiful, and from what I've seen, Jake, they've done outstanding with these kills and a great finish off to that set. Absolutely lovely.
7th kill for Lindsay Rachel on 19 swings. And so we'll take a 5-minute break here between set 2 and set 3. You know, a familiar place, even though it may seem not immediately familiar for this Husky squad. You know, I mean, you look at the first 4 games of their season up in Michigan, it was a 3-0 sweep, a 3-0 sweep, a 3-2 victory, and a 3-0 sweep. So, I mean, the chance to clinch set 2 for a 2-0 set or match lead, definitely somewhere the Huskies have been before and somewhere they know how to be. And I think somewhere they simply lost sight of being on the West Coast. But you've got to imagine with a team like Augustana in the house and with a record that we spoke about that is so favoring of the Vikings in this building, this has got to be all the momentum the Huskies need to close this match out and take a 1-0 victory into the NSIC.
Yeah, and you want to see it, and you want to see it early, and it is, yeah, to wipe off that stench of Washington, you know, failure after coming in, not winning a set for however long. You want to see a quick and easy win, beat out one of the better teams in the conference in Augustana. You want to see it, you want to see it quickly, and I definitely want to see it quickly. I have a hotel waiting for me down in Stillwater.
7 kills for Maddie Getter of Augustana. She leads her club. Led the team in kills last year with 291. And her 7 kills puts her up to 81. So still not in the lead as Peyton Rosendahl will claim that category. She's only got 4 kills on the afternoon for 87 so far on her young season. And Kate Ryman right behind Maddie Getter in this match with 6. Taking a look at St. Cloud State. No surprise, Kenzie Foley and Lindsay Rachel. Kenzie Foley's got 8 kills. Lindsay Rachel has 7. And the 2 kill leaders for this respective roster, Lindsay Rachel finds herself now at 96 kills on the season.
Already.
And for Kenzie Foley, it's 89 already.
Well, we'll probably get to 100 tonight, Jake.
Well, you would hope so. You would hope so. Only needs 4 to hit that triple-digit mark on the season. As we've got about 2.5 minutes left. Intermission games going on the court here at Hallenbeck Hall.
I need to get out there. I need to win myself a pizza. I'm hungry.
I'd like to see you put one of these balls over the net.
Hey, I can do that. Come on, I play some sand volleyball with my youth group.
Well, nonetheless, we will step aside here on the NSIC network. When we come back, we will have set 3 with the Huskies have the potential to sweep the Vikings right here from Hallenbeck Hall.
coverage of St. Cloud State hockey.
Vikings, welcome into the broadcast booth here on the NSIC Network. It's Jake Bedell and Ricky Clavercamp tonight for all of tonight's action as Augustana quickly jumps out to a 1-0 lead in set 3. The Huskies, though, took the first 2. They took set 1 by a score of 25-22, and they took set 2 by a commanding score of 25-16. Underway, Lindsay Rachel, Maddie Torvey. Here comes Kenzie Foley, and she skies that one long. So the tough luck there on the firing error, and it's 2-0 Vikings. Rachel, now Torvey. Bella Earn sends that one long, but it's off of a Viking and out. So the Huskies will grab a point as they cut the deficit in half, 2-1.
Lucky kill there, making sure that you get somebody's fingertips.
Abigail Groneweg. Two-handed shot off of Ruff rather awkwardly, and now it's to the far side. Kept alive by Groneweg. That was off the hand of Kate Ryman. And now Foley dumps it over the net. Kept alive by Ruff, and now it's into the far side corner, well in behind the defense.
Yeah.
And so it's 3-1.
Nothing you can do on that one, really. You fight that one back, you bring it on over, and then just a good tip there to the opposite end. Going away from your libero. And
Haberlin, and a great dig by Rachel to keep it alive. Now Haberlin once more. Thorson up the gut. Here comes Hohenhaus, and it's down! Kenzie Foley stuffed her up front.
Good job there by Kenzie Foley. Coming up big. Keeping the Huskies within 1.
So it's Rachel Houle. Far side, kept up by Groneweg. That was off the hand of Maddie Getter. Now Torvey, here comes Foley. She'll dump that one into the corner and kept alive instead by Haberland. Thorson, Getter, and now it's Houle. Torvey's going to set the table. Rossi's going to slap it down, but it's blocked out in front by the Vikings. Here comes Foley, blocked out in front. Thorson kept alive. Rachel dumped it over. We're still underway. Thorson, now Torvey. Houle's going to save it. Up the gut, Phoebe Rossi. And now it's Butte. Thorson, here comes Getter, and that's Viking point. So it's 4-2 Augustana here in set 3, but what an effort by St. Cloud State.
Yeah, great effort, and it's kind of disappointing, you know. Kind of takes the wind out of your sails after fighting that hard. Did a good job trying to keep that one alive, just unable to get the point out of it.
Torvey sets up Foley, and she shoves that one well into the bleachers across the court. No chance to put it down, so it's 5-2 Augustana. As the Vikings looking to take a set and make things interesting. Butte off of Rachel. Torvey's going to dump it over the net, kept up by Butte, and now it's Thorson for Getter. And that's down between Rachel and Groneweg, so it's a 4-point lead for the Vikings.
Coming off that break, Augustana is looking like a whole new team after getting kind of wiped out of that first or that second set. They do not want to get swept aside, and there you go. That's an error.
Reception error by Kenzie Foley, and now 7-2 in favor of Augustana in set 3, as this one is reeling out of control. Butte, Foley, Torvey. Rossi's down to the hardwood. Welcome to the club, Phoebe Rossi.
Good kill by Rossi, and you don't want to go down by more than 5, really. Keep it within that.
Foley off of Haberland, and now up the gut, Stecker, and that's down off the Huskies and St. Cloud point. That was a ping pong ball.
It looked like they just tipped it off the block, and they tried to put it back over, and it just kept going backwards instead of forwards.
So it's Foley. Dump there kept alive by Foley. Thorson made the play. Here comes Rossi, and it's deflected off of Haberland and out.
Here come the Huskies.
So Rossi's got her hands all over this third set as she finds herself with 6 kills tonight. Foley off of Getter. Thorson for Stecker, kept alive by Hool, a nice dig. And now Torvey. Rossi shoves that one over the net, kept alive by Haberland. And now it's Thorson. Here comes Getter, and it's blocked down on Husky side off of St. Cloud.
This has been the Maddie Getter set. Looking at it, that I believe is going to be her 10th kill. It says 9 right now, but it said 9 before that one.
Thorson off the net, kept alive by Rachel. Now Torvey set up Rachel. Thorson kept it alive. Butte calls for it. Here comes Getter on the far side. Off of Groneweg, we're still underway. Torvey, here comes Lindsay Rachel off speed, kept alive by Getter. So it's Thorson for Stecker. And Torvey dumps it over two-handed off Butte, kept alive by Haberland. Far side, Getter throws it over the net, kept alive by Foley. So Torvey up the gut. Here comes Rachel near side, blocked out in front, kept alive, and so it's Butte. Here comes Rosendahl. And it's off of Foley, we're underway. Now Torvey up the middle, off speed. Torvey kept it alive, but it does go out, and the Vikings will watch it. It's a nice play by Erica Butte, knowing full well it's going to fall out of bounds. So the hard-fought point goes the way of Augustana. The Vikings are back up by 4.
Yeah, just unable to keep that one in, and it almost looked like Augustana was going to grab that one, but Phoebe Rossi given the error.
So Rossi's stuffed on the attempt. The block on the far side, Stecker and Getter. So it's 10-5 now, the Vikings up top.
Yeah, they're starting to team up on Rossi now. Stuffed again.
Thorson. Groneweg keeps it for St. Cloud. Torvey sets up Rachel. She goes off speed, and there's Stecker for it. Now Torvey tries to dump it. Kept alive by Stecker again. Here comes Rachel. Two-handed set over the net, kept alive instead by Butte. Now Thorson, and now Stecker, and right down to the defense, but kept alive by Lindsay Rachel, inexplicably, and is kept alive by Butte. And Thorson couldn't make the play, the Husky point. Can we go back to the dig by Lindsay Rachel?
What a dig. Getting her head all the way down to the ground. Let's see if we will get a replay. I don't know if we will. Oh, come on.
That's the one you want to see again.
Come on, Greg.
So it's Kobe Dills.
I'm just kidding, man. I love
Haberland.
you.
Hool with a great dig to keep it alive. Now Torvey. Rachel stuffed out in front, kept alive again by Rachel. Foley sets the table. Lindsay Rachel off of Butte. Far corner. Now Thorson up the gut. Here comes Rosendahl on the far side, kept alive by Foley. And now it's Torvey. Butte kept it alive from her knees. The dump again kept alive by Foley. What a dig. And now it's Naughton on the far side. And down, but it's Viking point.
Just went outside that bar, Jake. The little post that they have there just went right on out.
The infraction right up at the right pin.
There you go. Taking a look at it, yep, just on the inside of that.
And the awkward dig off of Kenzie Foley, so it's an ace now for Maddie Getter. As you said it best, Ricky, this has been the Maddie Getter set.
Yeah, all Maddie Getter. This is just what it is. And St. Cloud State taking that timeout. That is Getter's 11th kill of the match. This has been the Getter set.
Through the match so far, 10 kills. Does have an ace. 7 digs and a block assist. She had a season high 19 kills and a career high 20 kills, both against Minnesota State Moorhead. She came close this year, smashing 19 against that same Moorhead club. She's got 2 double-doubles on the year so far. Kays and Diggs, the likely culprits against Tampa and Moorhead. She holds her high school's record in single-season kills with 483 in one season.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Imagine taking that on in high school play in one season.
Imagine going into that school and you're like, all right, kids, well, you're maybe good, but can you do this? That's going to be disheartening for all future
You may be good, but do you think you can go get her?
Oh, Mike D'Andrea is going to be so proud of you if he's listening right now.
I will go ahead and leave, signing off on the NSIC network.
Leave me behind.
So it's Getter. We're back underway out of the timeout. Torvey had to grab it awkwardly, and now Rachel, kept alive by Getter, may have been out, but Thorson. Now Getter again, into the net, and that's going to be Husky point. And they will take all of those that they can get as it's 12-7. St. Cloud State gets the ball back.
Yeah, you don't want to be doubled up right now. You want to get the score back to a manageable number. 5 is, somewhat there, but not really. Still need to work on it.
Thorson. Now Ryman kept alive by Foley. And the block out in front by Stecker was successful as it's Viking point. A little bit of an awkward play at the net mouth there. Stecker the beneficiary.
Yeah, and then Rachel unable to do anything with it. Trying to keep it alive, couldn't do so.
So it is Stecker into the net, and that is an easy point for St. Cloud, 13-8, as they'll turn the ball back over, and now it's time to capitalize if you're in a Husky sweater.
Yeah, you need to capitalize here. That was a big point. You need to get yourself on a bit of a run here, figure out a way to slow down Augustana and the Getter squad.
And so it's Rachel. Off of Ryman. Naughton tried to put it out, kept alive instead by Avery Thorson as it found just inside the near side corner. And so it's 14-8. So back and forth points here from Hallenbeck Hall in set 3. 14-8 your score in set 3. Huskies took the first 2 as they look to close out this match. And there's the service error by Kelsey Ruff. That will give St. Cloud the ball back.
Just running it a little too far, putting a little too much juice on it. Unable for Augustana to do something.
Groneweg off of Ruff. Thorson, and now Getter. Dug out by Rachel. Torvey, near side, here's Foley, and it's kept her put down off of Lindsay Ruff.
Good kill.
So it's double-digit points for St. Cloud State in set 3. And that ought to be the 9th kill of the match for Kenzie Foley. So it's Groneweg. Just over the net, kept alive by Getter. And now Ryman couldn't get the block down. It's Husky point, so it's 14-11 as St. Cloud is slowly scratching back.
Bella Earn able to jump up there and keep the ball over on that side as we get a timeout.
Called by Jennifer Jacobs and Augustana.
Good job by the Huskies fighting on back here. They were down by 6 not too long ago. They're now only down by 3. Able to fight back well.
Down by 5 points 2 different times in this set. Scratch that, 3 different times in this set, as now they are within 3.
Yeah, there's you down by 6 too.
Well, you know, Ricky Clavercamp, we talk because math is not our strong suit.
Well, hey, everybody that listened to us last year on any of those intermission reports or afterwards knows that math, we're not math majors. We don't claim to be math majors. And, we chose Mass Comm because we aren't good at math.
Maddie Getter up to 10 kills. She is 2 digs away from a double-double here in tonight's match.
Lindsay Rachel up to 9 kills. Kenzie Foley, it still says 7 on my screen. Sidearms, I think, needs to update a little bit.
I have 9 kills for Foley and 11 digs, so she's 1 kill away from the double-double.
Yeah, Rachel's had a good game so far. I have Foley at 9 now. Yeah, 7 for Rachel.
Kept alive by Ruff net mouth. Here's Thorson to the far side for Ryman and puts that one down.
Nice catch.
And I actually made a good grab. As that ball found its way straight into the broadcast table, Ricky Clavercamp.
We're not in a booth.
We are not. We're at the stats table, scorers table. Courtside with a phenomenal view as Groneweg almost picked up the ace. Ryman kept it. Rossi was able to stuff the block out in front, kept alive. Ryman, and now off of Bella Earn and out. It's a tough break for the Huskies.
Yeah, trying to do something with it. She can't touch it again. Maddie Torvey just a little too far out. Can't grab it.
So it's 15-12. Talked about Kenzie Foley having 9 kills in this match so far. Her last match against Seattle Pacific was the first of her collegiate career. She did not pick up a single kill.
Goodness.
So nice to see her rebounding well in this one. As there's 10 and the double-double. Kenzie Foley.
How do you do, Kenzie Foley? Have yourself that double-double.
10 kills for Foley. Her career high is 15. We'll keep an eye on that. Third double-double of her career.
Well, let's see, did that go off of Foley? Went right off the block, right out in front. You had Foley there, you had Rossi there.
I'd be willing to bet that was Phoebe Rossi. We'll see how it gets scored, though. So now it's Thorson. Getter, far side, off, Groenewegen out.
They're saying it's a block by Foley, by Foley and Rossi.
16-14 your score. Vikings lead here in set 3. Huskies trying to tie things up and potentially take a lead off of Kenzie Foley. And there's Rossi out in front, kept alive by Haberland, and they're going to call a net violation, so it's Augustana point.
Yeah, I believe so.
So 17-14 the score. As there's a service error, so the Huskies get it right back.
Erica Butte, yeah, not what you want to do there.
17-15. Huskies within 2. Kenzie Foley to serve. Awkward deflection off of Maddie Getter. It's an ace for Kenzie Foley and a 1-point set in set 3.
What a fight back here.
What a fight indeed. As we mentioned, down 5 3 times, down 6 at one point. And now it's a 1-point set. Foley. Getter on the near side, blocked in front by Rossi. There's the sassy block St. Cloud loves. We're tied.
Fighting back, down by 6. It has been all Huskies since then. They have done well to come back here. 17-17, timeout Augustana. Goodness gracious, Jake.
What a set. 17 all. Lindsay Rachel up to 7 kills. Kenzie Foley's back into double digits. She's got 10. Phoebe Rossi climbing behind with 6.
Yeah, Kenzie Foley up to 10 kills. Rachel right behind her is 7. Rossi 6, as you said. Ern at 5. Naughton at 4. And then Hool also has 1. And 7 digs. So keep an eye on Lindsay Rachel as well. She's on double-double Racha as well at this point. She's 1 dig away from getting up to 10. And Rachel is also just 3 kills away. And we're also at 100 kills watch for her as well.
We'll see what the night has in store. As you mentioned, she is 4 kills away from the century mark in this early season. So it's Kenzie Foley. Whistle blows. Foley distributes. Off the net, kept alive awkwardly at the backcourt by Getter, and now it's Stecker. Blocked out in front by Rossi, kept alive by Thorson. Here comes Getter on the far side, dug out by Rachel, and the whistle blows.
I think St. Cloud State hit the net. So, net violation on SCSU.
I will take your word, as I'm not entirely sure what we just saw. But it's 18-17 Augustana. Groeneweg for the Huskies. Torvey sets the table. Here's Lindsay Rachel. Skies that one long, but it's off of Viking and out. So we're tied at 18.
Keeping this game tied. Fighting on back. Good fight back from the Huskies so far. Making sure this one stays close now.
So it's Kobe Dills. Table set for Thorson. Now Getter on the far side. Off of Hool and out. So Toole the block off Rachel Hool and put the 19th on the board for Augustana.
That's where, Jake, the bench kept it alive. Oh, this is an exciting match right now. Huskies looking to finish it off.
Foley kept it alive. Torvey. Here comes Rachel. Blocked out in front by Stecker. And now it's Getter. Here comes Rosendahl, and that's out. Husky point, and we're tied at 19. Lindsay Rachel's 3 kills away from the century mark. Will she hit it in this match?
It looked like Rosendahl on that little push a little too far.
Torvey offers up into the net. 20 points on the board for the Vikings. And a tough time for a service error if you're St. Cloud State.
Yeah, and that's what you were saying, what was happening in Washington a lot. You get those big points, and then immediately after, you give up a service error like that.
Stecker, Torvey, here comes Rachel, kept alive. Backcourt, Stecker again, off a Husky and out. So it's 21-19 with the Vikings closing in on their first set win.
Yeah, Augustana does not want to go quietly into this good night.
So Chad Bregelman calling timeout. That will be the last timeout he will have this set. 21-19 the score.
Yeah, you want to, after you came out of that last timeout, you kept the score close. And then another timeout ago, you also came back from like five points down. So you want to use it, and it sucks to use your last timeout, but goodness gracious. How's that possible? Greg, how's this possible?
Don't look at me.
Hey, I showed up. I showed, what? How? So I have a mask here to our viewing audience, and it's somehow wrapped around the cord. Oh well.
Two teams back out to the court in a close set three. 21 points for the Vikings, 19 for the Huskies. Augustana looking for their first set win of the night to force a set four. The Huskies, of course, would like to go home after set three.
Only down by 2, fighting back.
And so it's Stecker. Offers up into the net. That's what the Huskies want. It's 21-20 here in set three.
Right after the Huskies do that same thing, Augustana follows it up with a service error of their own.
So it's Lindsay Rachel. Over the net. Dug out by Getter. And Bregelman wants a net violation. He will get it. So a heady call by the coach as we're tied at 21.
Good eye by Coach Bregelman, seeing the net violation and yelling for it.
Rachel. Ryman on the near side, kept alive by Foley and tossed over the net. What a play. So now it's Peyton Rosendahl. Put one off of Lindsay Rachel, and the Vikings are back up 22-21.
Still very much anybody's set.
So Rosendahl coming out, Kelsey Ruff coming in for the Vikings. Ruff will serve up this point. Picked up by Groneweg. Torvey's there for it. Here comes Bella Earn. That's off of Ruff and kept alive. Thorson's up the gut now for Ryman. And that's down in front of Abigail Groneweg. It's Viking point. So Augustana within 2.
Good kill there by Augustana. They're trying to stay alive in this one.
Ruff once more. Overhand shot. Dug out by Rachel. And now it's Torvey. Near side for Kenzie Foley. And that one's down off the block in front. It was Hohenhoff. And now it's Thorson. Ryman kept alive off of Lindsay Rachel. Now Maddie Torvey. Here comes Foley. And that's down to the hardwood. Foley makes it a 1-point set.
Good job by the Huskies fighting on back there. Coming back and forcing a 1-point game, 1-point set. Good fight back so far from these girls.
Kenzie Foley 4 kills off of a season high. Here's Abigail Groneweg. Dug out by the Vikings. Thorson. Ryman off of Rachel and out into the student section. As it was Katie Ryman, the tough kill. And now it's set point for the Vikings. So it's Grace Haberlin to the backcourt to offer up set point. Foley, two-handed shot, kept alive by Torvey. Here's Foley, and that's down. Did it find the corner? Yes, sir! Foley's got 12.
Great kill by Foley. Straight to that back corner, right where that line judge is. Easy call to make. 1 point a game again, and it's still set point.
So it's Hool. Picked up by Haberlin. Thorson up the gut. She'll go to Stecker. Scratch that. It was Getter. Down to the hardwood. We're going to set 4. As it's 25-23 your final. Augustana takes set 3.
Good kill there by Getter. That's her 14th kill. She's 2 digs away from having the double-double.
14 kills for Getter, 12 kills for Katie Ryman as well.
And that was the Getter set. That was very much the Getter set. That was, I believe, her 4th of that set. Looking back on it here, 1, 2, 3.
Katie
4,
Ryman
5,
swinging
6.
308 through 3 sets.
7 kills for Getter that set.
As you mentioned, that really was the Getter set. So we'll take a look at the match numbers. Foley up to 12 kills. Lindsay Rachel with 8. On the opposite side of the net for the Vikings, Maddie Getter, 14 kills on the match. And as you called it, Ricky, 7 kills in set 3. So she really came alive there in set 3 to help the Vikings take that one. And for Katie Ryman, 12 kills over the match, and she picked up 6 in that 3rd set. So 2 players for Augustana taking exception to the potential sweep as they force a set 4.
Yeah, that's what you want to see if you're Augustana. You want to see that fight back, especially from the players such as Getter and Ryman coming on into this game. And, you know, you never want to be swept. The Huskies felt that last week. Augustana, I'm sure, has felt that before. Never want to see it. Never want it to happen. So, hey, at least you got 1 win out of this, and the Huskies looking to try and finish this one off. Lindsay Rachel unable to get many off of that. Only able to get 1 kill that entire set. Kept silent for most of that one.
Maddie Torvey, 32 assists through 3 sets for St. Cloud State. And it's the setter Avery Thorson with 35 for the Vikings as we are 1 minute away from set 4 here on the NSIC Network. Jake Bedell, Ricky Clavercamp down in the broadcast booth, or rather the scorer's table here from Hallenbeck Hall. Game 1 of the NSIC season against Augustana. Tomorrow the action continues at 2 p.m. against Wayne State before a road trip that will see Bemidji State, Southwest Minnesota State, and University of Sioux Falls before the Huskies come back for some home cooking against the team that knocked them out of the 2019 NSIC final, Concordia St. Paul.
Let's see, when is that one?
October 1st.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Will not be over the networks
No,
of
it doesn't look
KVSC or
like
Radio X, but I will be here on the NSIC Network for that matchup.
What time is that one?
7 o'clock.
All right. Sounds good then.
One of, I believe, 6, if not 7 sporting events for St. Cloud State that night. Yeah.
Yeah, that night you got St. Cloud State University women's soccer and men's soccer and women's hockey. And then the next night you also have men's hockey starting off against the University of St. Thomas. St. Thomas, how do you do? Welcome into Division I. Here's
the new D1 program here in the state of Minnesota. So here we are for set 4. Augustana looking to tie things up. For St. Cloud State, second chance to close out the match.
Augustana, a really good comeback so far. You know, the great fight back, rallying around your leaders. Make sure that happens. Oh, beautiful.
And so the ace, I believe it was Kelsey Ruff. The awkward deflection off of Kenzie Foley at the back court.
Absolutely brilliantly placed there.
So Augustana picks up the first point, 1-0. Here's Ruff off of Lindsay Rachel. Maddie Torvey, Bella Earn, kept alive, out in front by Butte. Now to the far side for Ryman as that one's off of Groneweg and Long. If she had let that go, it's tie set. Instead, it's 2-0 Augustana.
Yeah, tough decision to make there. You can always run into troubles trying to judge how far that ball's going to go, especially the close ones. You like to see the effort, though.
So 2-0 Vikings early in set 4. Torvey's going to set the table for Foley, and that's down! Kenzie Foley.
Kenzie Foley, have yourself a night.
13th kill for Foley, as it's 2-1 now, still in favor of the Vikings. Groneweg off of Ruff, awkward deflection and down. Groneweg's got the ace, and we're tied at 2-all.
Yeah, unable to do anything was Ruff. Goes right off her and out into the scorer's table.
Groneweg has
Ruff Golvit.
Oh, wow, okay. We're back to that. Groeneweg has played the role of serving specialist for this squad. She set a new career high in service aces against Western Oregon on the West Coast road trip. She put 5 aces together in one match, and 4 of them were consecutive.
Oh, good. I remember that. I was watching that one when it happened, too.
So Vikings have taken the lead 3-2. Haberlin put a deep shot off of Rachel, and now Rossi's up front off of Haberlin, kept alive at the back court. So now it's Getter to throw it over the net. Here comes Kenzie Foley, and it's down. Give her the 14th. One more ties a career high.
And she has tied up Maddie Getter. This has been the Getter and Foley show so far.
14 gives her 95. Rachel Houle will take the ace on that play as it's 4-3 St. Cloud State. So a couple things to keep track of. Kenzie Foley, 5 kills away from the century mark. Lindsay Rachel, 3 kills away from the same century mark. And it's only game 1 against the first NSIC opponent. Houle dug it out. Getter kept alive by Torvey. Now Houle once more. Here comes Foley. Put it down! Kenzie Foley!
15.
So the career high has been tied, has not put up 15 kills since Michigan Tech. 3rd game of her collegiate career. We'll see where she ends up tonight. Getter off of Rachel. That one may have been out if it weren't touched, but it will be Augustana point, so 4-5.
Kenzie Foley having herself an absolute bomb of a night so far.
Lindsay Rachel set the table right up the gut for Jolie Stecker. Maybe a tough deflection off of Lindsay Rachel, but Stecker took that one straight to the hardwood.
Yeah, a little too much beans on that one. Right to Stecker.
Rachel dug it out. Torvey's got it. Here comes Foley. And that one's down off of a defender and out. So it's 16 kills and a new career high for Kenzie Foley as it's 6-5 St. Cloud State. Foley offers up, dug out up the middle. Now Thorson tosses it over. Foley's got it once more. Torvey sets the table. Here comes Rossi, and bang! Huskies by a pair.
Huskies fighting on back here after going down early in this set. They said, no, we are going to try putting that sleeper hold on you and end this match.
Stecker kept alive by Foley. Inexplicably a great play. Now Hull's got it. And now Rachel dug out. Backcourt by Haberland. Thorson near side for Stecker. Kept alive by Hull.
Good catch.
Thank you. And right into my lap. That's out of play, right? I don't get to be a part of the team?
No, you should have tried bumping that one
right.
back up.
Just play it back out and make it look like I didn't touch a thing.
Yeah.
So Augustana point off my own hand. Thorson to the backcourt. Her team down by 1 into the net. Make it 2, 6-8 as the Huskies take the 2-point lead right back. So Groeneweg out, Naughton in, Rossi out, and Dills in. So the backcourt looks like Houle, Foley, and Kobe Dills to serve up. Naughton, Torvey, and Rachel up front for the Huskies. Kobe Dills. Short shot kept alive by Getter. Now Getter's going to put it down to the hardwood off of Foley. So Viking point.
That's Getter's 16th as well. Do you have Getter's top record? Top
season high, 19 kills for Getter.
So
20 would be a new career high.
So we could see 2 new career highs.
Pardon that, 20 be a new season high, 21 a new career high.
Okay.
So Foley, Torvey up the gut. Here's Lindsay Rachel, no doubt about it. 9th kill of the match for Lindsay Rachel.
Lindsay Rachel looking for that century mark. You want to get that one out of the way as quick as you can, I guess.
She is 2 away. Kenzie Foley is 3 away. Getter, Ryman, and that's off of Torvey and out as Ryman put one down to the hardwood. So it is 8-9. Huskies still out in front.
And that was a good play there by Torvey, though. Trying to keep that one alive. Just unable to do anything with the ball, and it just goes to no one.
Groeneweg, a nice play off the serve by Stecker. Here comes Rachel, dumps that one up the middle, kept alive instead by Ryman. Now Stecker again, and that's just into the corner. Scratch it, it was Rosendahl out in front. as she had the seeing eye shot right into the far side corner, and we're tied at 9.
Hey, hit it where they aren't.
Indeed. Stecker off of Foley. Torvey's up the gut to set up Lindsay Rachel, and it's down off Stecker, back over the net. Foley's got it, and now it's Torvey. Here comes Rachel again, and it's blocked out in front and down. Give it to Callie Hohenhaus. Block leader for the Vikings, doing what she does best, and it's 10-9 Augustana.
And this is what you love to see as an Augustana fan. The amazing fight back to keep yourselves in this one.
Stecker, Torvey, Rachel, off speed, kept alive by Ryman. Now Thorson up the gut. Here comes Rosendahl, and it's down into that same near side corner, as I think the Vikings have found something, and Rosendahl double dips.
Yeah, they're finding the weak underbelly right at the back near side corner for us. Far side corner for all you guys watching on the stream.
Naughton fired that one long, so a 12th point for the Vikings. Chad Bragelman wants a timeout.
Yeah, and you definitely want a timeout there.
His squad led by 2 on numerous occasions, and they are now trailing by 3. As a tough stretch of about 5 points in the spread.
Yeah, it's a rough go of it in the last few points here. Yeah, 5 here. 5 in a row, and over the last, I believe it's here, let's take a look-see here. Over the last, I think, 8, you only have had 2 points, and one of them came off a service error. So not too good if you're the Huskies right now. You want to figure out a way to come on back and win this one, and you do not want this to go to a 5th set after leading by a score of 2-0. The reverse sweep will rain down in this one if that happens.
So Kenzie Foley adding to her career high in kills and the double-double she's got tonight. Lindsay Rachel, 10 digs, 9 kills. She's 1 kill away from a double-double, which would give her, I've got to find this. I've got it here somewhere.
You got a lot of notes on that
I
one.
believe that would be her 42nd career double-double. 46 would give her a tie for second all-time in Husky history.
Hey, I think she's got an opportunity to
do
that this season.
I believe in Michigan she achieved 40 and 41, 1 kill away from 42. Torvey, Rachel, and it's blocked out in front, kept alive by Stecker. And now Thorson dumped over the net by Hohenhaus, and she'll take the kill as it's 13-9 out of the timeout. And the Huskies are going to need a response.
Yeah, excellent place there by Augustana.
Short shot kept alive. Naughton put it down onto the net. Kept alive by Stecker, by Getter at the backcourt. Pardon me. Now Foley for the Huskies. Torvey, Naughton blocked out in front and kept alive. Nay, it's down. Hohenhaus and Kate Ryman on that far side right pin. As Augustana's opening up a lead here in set 4.
Yeah, rough go of it as of late for the Huskies, coming off that timeout, unable to do anything of any note here.
So Stecker, Earn dumped it over the net. Thorson's going to set up Rosendahl, and it's kept alive by Earn. Now Torvey sets the table. Here's Naughton, dumps it over, kept alive by Stecker. Thorson, Rosendahl, and it's down and out. Husky point, 14-10. St. Cloud gets the ball back.
You know, Jake, I've been watching this for the last little couple points here. The Huskies have been scrambling. The Vikings have had them scrambling all around the court. They've left a couple wide open areas here.
Lindsay Rachel almost picked up an ace. Instead, it's kept alive, dug out well by Augustana. Here comes Foley, and that's down in the back corner. 17 kills, Kenzie Foley. 98 on the season.
Kenzie Foley aiming to beat Rachel to that century mark early in this season.
Rachel off of Getter. Now Rosendahl kept alive somehow by Maddie Torvey. Up the gut, Foley's going to play it over the net. And so it's Thorson, dumps it over, kept alive by Rachel. Foley and Torvey, but it's Husky point! Net mouth violation by the Vikings.
Peyton Rosendahl got her arm on the net, trying to be cutesy with it, trying to push it to that back corner. She got the net. Good call by the net official on the far side to see it. Blow that one dead.
Jennifer Jacobs taking her first time out of set 4. as we will keep an eye on the kill tracker tonight. Rachel's got 9, 1 kill away from her 42nd career double-double. Kenzie Foley, 18 on the night so far as she continues to set a career high. And if 18 is the count, my friend, she is 1 kill away from the century mark.
Yeah, I think they gave it it looks like they gave her a kill here on the sidearms on that last play. I think that needs to get fixed.
My count was 17.
Yeah, so was mine. So we'll find out here. Because if it is, it's an unofficial 1 away.
Maddie Getter with 16 kills still.
Getter being kept silent this entire 4th set too.
Ryman being kept silent as well. She still sits at 15. So 14-12, Vikings lead. Huskies trying to tie things up in set 4. Huskies lead the match 2-1. Thorson's going to set up Ryman, and it's down for Viking point. So 15-12.
But a good goal of it for St. Cloud State there off of the Lindsay Rachel services. Very good job getting 3 points back.
So Kelsey Ruff to the backcourt. Spins, tosses, and fires, and we're underway. Dug out by Rachel. Torvey's going to set the table. Here comes Foley. Off-speed chip kept alive by Hohenhaus, and now instead it's up the back for Foley. Blocked up front by Hohenhaus, kept alive, and now it's down! That's 100! Kenzie Foley!
Kenzie Foley at the century mark. Beautiful kill and a beautiful job by Augustana trying to keep that one alive. And eventually she's able to sneak its way back basically right off someone's face and off the net on the other side.
It took her 9 games to reach 100 career kills. As it's Foley dumping it over the net, kept alive by Getter. Up the gut for Thorson, and now Ryman, and that's down right to the left of Abigail Groneweg. So it is 16-13 in favor of Augustana. 19 kills for Kenzie Foley. So it's Haberland. Groneweg up the gut. Torvey calls for it. Here comes Foley again. Put it down! 20 kills! 39 swings.
Kenzie Foley, have yourself an evening.
She's slapping 342 in the match so far. Will not be stopped. Houle just over the net, dug out by Butte. Far side for Getter, and that's down inside Viking point. There's the 17th for Maddie Getter. She's come alive in this set.
Yeah, Getter coming on back now after having an amazing set in that last one. Able to get some kills here on the board.
Rossi put it down. Great dig by Haberland to keep it alive for the Vikings. Rachel puts it over the net. Butte's there for it. Now Thorson. And here comes Stecker right off of Rachel and down. Jolie Stecker.
Beautiful kill there, and there's a timeout called by Chad Bregelman.
That will be Stecker's 7th kill, as 8 would tie a career high for her tonight.
We're seeing a lot of career highs
It's the
tonight.
first game of the season.
True.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of young girls on both rosters that are playing in their first collegiate season, and you got, it seems like each conference did get a little spring season of sorts, 7 or 8 games to really figure out how they're going to handle, NCAA play. So, and the thing to keep in mind is those seasons, the stats weren't tracked.
Yeah.
They didn't record anything.
No.
So, Kenzie Foley very well could have hit 20 kills in a match so far, but it was in 2020 and no one tracked the stats.
And no, 2020 was so weird.
Indeed, for not just for sports, but in general.
Yeah.
So at the timeout, 18-14 your score. Augustana leads by 4. Plenty of women having phenomenal nights tonight in this marquee matchup between Augustana and St. Cloud State. And for two teams that are such bitter rivals in this NSIC, you've got to imagine that this match would go no other way here on a Friday night from Hallenbeck Hall.
Yeah, no other way. And after the Huskies going up 2-0, Augustana going, hey, why can't we win this one? And they're getting ready to try putting it up to 2-2 and send it to a 5th set.
So Huskies trail by 4 here in set 4. They took the first 2 sets and then dropped set 3. So it's Butte, kept alive by Groneweg. Torvey's going to set up Phoebe Rossi, and that's down and in. Phoebe Rossi as it's 18-15 now, and the Huskies get the ball back.
Rossi's 8th kill of the match. Good job there.
So Foley off of Getter, and now Stecker off of Hool. So it's Torvey. Here comes Foley, and that's blocked out in front but out. So Kenzie Foley's got 21. When will this end?
She woke up today and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break my career high and just put the team on my back.
Get her into the net. Huskies are within one.
They're
Ricky,
coming back.
Ricky, that is called waking up and choosing violence.
I heard that one. Oh, Aaron Hart, have fun with Sydney tonight. Stole his spot here.
So Kenzie Foley, her team down by 1 in a pivotal set 4. Kept alive by Haberlin. Thorson, Getter, and that one's down to the hardwood. Maddie Getter picking up another one. She's within 1 of tying a season high.
Getter's done a good job this entire game, or entire match, I should say, not game.
Thorson off of Rachel awkwardly. Groneweg kept it in. Lindsay's going to dump it over the net. Picked up by Butte at the backcourt. Now up the near side for Thorson. And then off of Stecker, kept alive by Groneweg, and Hool got it. Now Rachel's down off of Butte. A phenomenal defensive play by the Huskies. And Stecker puts that one down to the hardwood, tying a career high.
Good job here.
I believe that is her 8th.
I do too.
Stat card shows 7. We'll get an official ruling after the set. Torvey, Rachel, blocked out by Rosendahl and down to the hardwood. Vikings have 21. Augustana not going away.
A beautiful block there by Rosendahl. Right on Lindsay Rachel.
Thorson sends that one long indeed. Husky point. No! I don't agree with that. That was long.
Let's see this replay.
Here's the replay. That indeed went out.
Long. What?
But no contest, and so it's 22-17.
That one was long by a mile.
Rossi puts it down. Thorson kept it alive. Now Butte. And so Getter off of Foley. Torvey's going to set the table. Here comes Rossi, and it's down. Phoebe Rossi puts one on the board for St. Cloud State. Down by 4. Tough call on the service ace that should have been an error.
Hey, if you're going to get a call going against you, you might as well put a point back on the board anyways.
Kobe Dills off of Getter. Thorson. Here comes Haberlin. That's long. No doubt about it. I should be careful how I say that because apparently sometimes there is doubt.
That one was very far.
Kobe Dills. Her team down 3. Getter sets it up off of Holman and out. McKenna Holman tagging in for her first bit of action in this match. So it's 23 on the board for Augustana as they close in on tying this match 2-2.
Phoebe Rossi checking in, then checking out.
Kobe Dills checking out. Holman, Torvey up front. Groneweg. Torvey calls for it. Here comes Lindsay Rachel. Puts that one over the net. Picked up now by Butte. Near side for Ryman. Blocked out in front by Holman. Torvey dumps it over the net. Picked up instead by Getter. Up the gut. Thorson. Now Stecker. Kept alive by Foley. So Torvey up the middle. Sets up Rachel. She goes off speed. And what a great dig though by Getter. And it's kept alive. Ryman. And kept alive by Foley. So it's Torvey. And now it's Foley. 2 hands over the net. 2 hands by Getter. And now Thorson sets the table for Rosendahl. And it's down just inside that near corner.
Getter. Oh my God, look at that.
An absolute bloodbath defensively on that volley by both sides. As it's Maddie Getter off of Foley. And it's set point. Rachel puts it down, and it's in. Lindsay Rachel, the double-double. 42 on her career, climbing the St. Cloud ranks.
There you go. And Huskies need a lot more points here really quickly.
So it's Torvey. Here comes Rosendahl. And a great play by Kobe Dills, or Bella Earn to keep it alive. Now Foley puts it down off of Butte. Thorson, far side for Ryman, and it's Husky point. Bella Earn and McKenna Holman combining for the block. St. Cloud still alive, 24-21.
They're coming. Let's see if they can do something with this now.
So it's Torvey, Butte, Thorson, Stecker, and it's out, but it's off of a Husky, so we are tied in the match. 2-2, 25-21 your final. There will be a set 5. So first to 15 in set 5 will decide the match.
What a match for both squads coming on out here and just fighting it out. St. Cloud State coming out, get 2 sets on the win, and then you're looking ahead, trying to do something here as they get the coin toss.
So the toss has been decided, which means possession has been decided for the 5th set. Kenzie Foley, 21 kills through the first 4 sets. The Huskies took the first 2 sets 25-22, pardon me, and then 25-16, and then they would drop the next 2 sets 25-23 in a tight set 3, and now 25-21 in a tight set 4. Looking at the stat card for the Vikings, Maddie Getter, 19 kills on the match so far. That will tie a season high for Getter so far this year.
Attention here though to Kenzie Foley. Looking at it, yeah, it is 21 kills. So we were confused on the official scoring on here. It is indeed 21 kills. She has
21 kills, so she is up to 102 on the season so far.
And then 20 digs.
Lindsay Rachel, 10 kills, 11 digs, so both offensive weapons for the Huskies reaching the double-double. 99 kills for Lindsay Rachel. The next one will be her century mark. And with 1 set to play, you'll think she'll get it right here at Hallenbeck.
Yeah, hopefully she does here. And if it's not tonight, it will be tomorrow against Wayne State.
She is also climbing the ranks in her career in kills. Coming into this match tonight, she is 89 away from 1,000 in her career, so make it 79 now as she chases down 1,000 career kills for St. Cloud State.
Yeah, looking to get to that. Well, that's over the century mark at that point. That's the millennium mark.
That is well over the century mark.
You got getting to the millennium mark, and if you get to 100 this quickly in the season, you would think that you're probably going to get there.
53 assists for Avery Thorson. Thorson had a career-high 11 kills versus South Dakota Mines. That was 2 games ago. In that match, she picked up her first career triple-double. 11 kills, 44 assists, and 16 digs. Goodness indeed. 21 career double-doubles for Thorson. The usual offensive candidate aces, or rather assists and digs.
Hey, guess how many kills Kenzie Foley got that entire set?
How many?
9. Climbing
the ranks. So here we are, out to the court for set 5. Vikings and Huskies. Ricky, the 2 best words in volleyball. Set 5.
Hey, it's almost like hockey. Oh, it looks like, yeah, gonna
so
be
Vikings.
Augustana.
Augustana will start with the ball. Kelsey Ruff, to be exact, in the first of 15 will take this set from Hallenbeck Hall. NSIC Network, Jake Bedell, Ricky Clavercamp here on the call with you, so it's Torvey. Here comes Foley, and that's down! St. Cloud State off and running in set 5. 22 on the match for Kenzie Foley.
Oh my goodness. Waking up and choosing violence is the name of her game right now.
Off of Ruff, Thorson, now Ryman, blocked out in front, Phoebe Rossi puts the Huskies up by 2.
There you go. A 2-point lead in set number 5. This is what you need.
So Rachel Houle, up and over the net, picked up by Getter. Thorson for Hohenhoff, and it's kept alive inexplicably. Now Thorson again sets the table for Ryman, blocked in front. The sassy solo, Phoebe Rossi.
Rossi blocking the last 2 shots straight.
Timeout taken by Jennifer Jacobs.
They're putting on a show.
What a start for St. Cloud State.
This is what St. Cloud State needed after having 2 very disappointing sets. And now right in front of your home faithful, in front of a pretty good student section to boot, you're up by 3 in set number 5. Oh my goodness, Jake.
Phoebe Rossi up 2. 9 kills so far. Her block totals continue to go up.
Oh boy.
11 blocks in the match so far.
Yeah, this is we're getting to crunch time here.
This
is very intense, to say the least.
What a match. What a sport.
All the cliches. All the cliches.
What a sport.
Oh boy.
This sport doesn't build character,
it
it
doesn't.
reveals it.
Yeah. And this has always been my favorite sport to watch around Olympic time too. Love a good volleyball match.
Outside of the timeout.
Seem to be getting some word at the scores table here.
Maddie Torvey speaking to the net official about the rotation.
Yeah, this is and then Chad Bregelman talking to this near side official. Don't know about what. I wish our mic was a little longer. We had a crowd mic or something. But yeah, we're
So outside of
get back out in their way.
Outside of the timeout, the Huskies have opened up a 3-0 lead in set 5. So Rachel Houle will offer up for St. Cloud State. Ruff's there for it. Now Thorson. Here comes Hohenhaus, and that's down into the far side corner. So Vikings will get the ball back as set 5 finds us at 3-1.
Good kill there. Put that one right where they aren't. Callie Hohenhaus. Good job there.
Haberland. Here comes Foley. Yes, sir! Bullseye! Kenzie Foley!
Kenzie Foley, kill number 23 on the night. That is 104 kills on the season already.
So Foley to the backcourt. Huskies lead 4-1. Butte. Hohenhaus. Long! Husky point. No, off the Husky and out, so Viking point.
Yeah,
4-2.
Went off of, I believe, Phoebe Rossi. Either Phoebe Rossi or Maddie Torvey.
So Butte off of Foley. Torvey sets the table. Here comes Lindsay Rachel. No doubt about it! Lindsay Rachel! It's 5-2.
Rachel's 11th. Let's take a look-see here. Hey, Jake.
That's her century. 2 Husky attackers to 100 kills in this match.
And Jake, we're not even out of September yet.
We're not even into match 2 in the conference, Ricky.
Oh.
Thorson, Stecker, blocked out in front by Naughton. Now Getter, blocked out in front by Naughton! Put it down! 6-2 St. Cloud State!
Huskies trying to send everybody home early tonight. Get this set number 5 done as quickly as possible.
Jumped out to a 2-0 match lead, dropped 3 and 4 to the Vikings, and now it's 6-2 Huskies in set 5. Getter the off speed, Torvey puts it down, it's Husky point. Maddie Torvey, her first kill of the match, and a timeout taken by Jennifer Jacobs. 7-2 St. Cloud State.
Phoebe Rossi almost to 9 kill, or almost to 10 kills on the evening. Goodness gracious, and this match. Oh boy.
Oh man, boy am I glad I came to this tonight.
Yes, I am too. Oh my goodness.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Oh, after an intense soccer match with shots swinging off the crossbar, shots going off the goal post or the crossbar of the upright that's above the net, coming to this,
Now, you and Josh Wheeler had that
Yes.
call. Women's soccer taking on UMary. And I'll ask you this real quick with the last 20 seconds of this timeout. Overall, one game into the NSIC season, very early, but your prescription of how the Huskies looked.
They look really good so far. And we talked to head coach Greta Arvidsson before the game, too. And, yeah, they were trying to work on their transitions, and they really managed to do that and able to figure something out where they were able to work on the counterattack, work on their transitions from offense to defense and defense to offense. And looking at it, they had a great game, only able to get the draw, but they definitely controlled that match against UMary. And looking ahead, this should be a very exciting season for both Husky men's soccer and Husky women's soccer.
NSIC Network, Jake Bedell, Ricky Clavercamp here in the broadcast booth with you for set 5 between the Vikings and Huskies. Back underway, Maddie Getter off speed, Rachel Hool on the far side. Now Rachel, left pin, and picked up instead by Ruff. Rachel again. So Torvey up the gut, Rachel, left pin, picked up by Ruff. We're doing it again. Here's Butte. Far side for Getter, into the net and down! Husky point, it's 8-2.
Getter has not had the best of nights outside of that set 3 and set 4. This has not been a good set for her. She's put 2 off the net now in this one set.
Groneweg with the ace, and it's 9-2 St. Cloud State.
Oh, Lordy. Grenoweg.
You'll take late match aces wherever you'll find them. And so it's Groneweg. Off of Getter. Thorson chases it down up the gut. Here's Naughton. Digging for it is Foley. Hool puts it over the net. Kept alive at the backcourt. As that goes out of play, it was off of Grace Haberland, and the Huskies will take double digits in set 5 and open up an 8-point lead in a best of 15.
And this is exactly what you need if you're St. Cloud, especially with the troubles that they've had of closing out sets. Having that 8-point lead, knocking on wood here, should be enough.
Groneweg. Getter. And back to Getter.
And there you go,
And that
Getter.
is Viking point. So 10-3. And this 8-point run, scratch that, 6-point run for the Huskies will end here.
That is Getter's 20th point, or 20th kill of the match. Now let's take a look-see here. She is now only 6 kills away from the century mark.
Allison Naughton, it's 11-3. One more kill for Getter would be a career high. She has tied a career high tonight with her 20th kill. So Maddie Getter of the Augustana Vikings having herself a night. And so it's Torvey. Thorson. Here comes Stecker. Groneweg with a nice dig to keep it up. Torvey. Here comes Bella Earn, and it's long just by a smidge. So 11-14. Vikings will get the ball back. Huskies need just 4 to close out. Subbing out as Haberland. Coming in is Kate Ryman. Ryman, 17 kills on the match for Augustana. She's been a force at that right pin, and there's an ace by the Vikings. Maddie Getter. So it's 11-4, or 11-5 now, pardon me. Rachel, Torvey, here comes Naughton, yes sir! Allison Naughton!
Get out of the way, she says. Kill number 6 for her.
So the Huskies are within 3. Getter, a nice save to keep it alive. Now Thorson, far side for Ryman. Kept alive instead by the Huskies. Here comes Earn, and it's off of Getter. And now it's Thorson once again. Getter goes for it, picked up by Naughton, deflected the wrong way, and that's going to be a tough point given up by the Huskies as it's 12-6.
You still got 6 points to work with here. You only need 3.
What a way to open up conference play. Stecker, Groneweg. Now Torvey up the gut, Naughton once again, and that will be Husky point as it's 13-6.
Speaking of Maddie Getter, though, now up to 21 kills. She has reached her career high.
Indeed, she has.
Reached a new one, hasn't she?
New career high, yes, 21 kills. So it's Kobe Dills, or 2-2 rather, off of Butte. Here comes Rosendahl, kept alive by Bella Earn. Now Torvey, here's Rossi, dumps it up, kept alive by Butte. Thorson up the middle, Dills is there. Now Torvey, here's Foley, and it's down! Kenzie Foley, 24! Match point for St. Cloud State.
Have yourself a night, Kenzie Foley. Huskies, here is your leader.
Home crowd on their feet here from Hallenbeck Hall. Huskies can win the match, snap a 3-match losing streak. Rachel, a great dig off of Ryman. Here's Torvey, here's Foley, and it's 25! Put it up on the board. The career high and the match win for St. Cloud State.
Kenzie Foley, 25 kills on the night. Have yourself an outstanding evening, Kenzie Foley. Oh my goodness.
Came in with 81 kills and now 106 on the young first season for Kenzie Foley. And a bombastic statement victory here as the Huskies improve to 6-3. They're 1-0 in NSIC play in the tightest of tight 5-set wins over the Augustana Vikings. What a match, Ricky Clavercamp.
What a match indeed, Jake Patel. Oh my goodness. This was an outstanding match to watch. And even if I just missed that first set, holy smokes. Intensity reigned, and then Kenzie Foley said, I am the queen of this match. And
Huskies.
she is definitely my first star.
Let's jump back and just talk about the first set that you missed. 9 tie scores and 5 lead changes in set 1 as the battle was out from the first serve. And the Huskies took set 1 25-22. They took set 2 25-16. Set 3 went the way of Augustana by 2 points, 25-23. Set 4 was 25-21, which took us to the pivotal. Set 5, 15-6 for St. Cloud State. As I've mentioned several times, coming up next tomorrow, they will take on number 5 Wayne State at 2 p.m. right here from Hallenbeck Hall. For Augustana, coming up next, they'll take on Minnesota Duluth tomorrow at 2 p.m.
That's a long drive for them.
Will indeed be a long drive as the Huskies snap a 3-match skid and take down Augustana in 5.
Their first of NSIC play ends with a win, and that's exactly how you want to start this season off. Get yourself back up and rolling right away after missing a year due to COVID.
So we'll take down some of the final stats here as Lindsay Rachel finishes with 11 kills and 12 digs for her 42nd career double-double. Kenzie Foley, a historic night with 25 kills as she picked up 20 digs, and she'll take the double-double and 106 kills so far on this young season. As what a match it was. For Ricky Clavercamp, I'm Jake Bedell. We will sign off of the NSIC Network for tonight's match. Stick around, though. I believe coming up there should be a post-game interview between myself and Chad Bregelman right here on the NSIC Network. For Ricky Clavercamp, we'll sign off officially. Tune in tomorrow against Wayne State.